Got to see Shane on the feature table yesterday. He looked really well. Got very comfortable early. Yeah, just 15 years old.
Yeah, this is going to be a major test for this young man, but he is relishing the challenge. His mum, Shannon, I was speaking to her yesterday, and she said he really wants to get through his opening match just to see if he can, how he can fare up against the great Tom Cousins. So he's excited. You know, he knows he's a massive underdog, but he wants to just pitch his game against Cousins. I'll tell you what, he's got a very, very wise head on young shoulders.
Yeah, and it's interesting when you see a young player put into a position like this. That's where those amazing things can truly happen. And I think that Shane is going to deliver here. I mean, obviously, Tom Cousins the favorite here. But again, when you have a young man like this gentleman right here, there's really no telling what the youth can deliver in a situation like this.
I'll tell you what was noticeable then is when Shane cued down from our camera angle there, we saw right across the back of his arm and his head. And I'll tell you that, and if someone's nervous, you can actually see them shake if they are really nervous. He was still, completely and utterly no movement, which is a really, really good sign.
Yeah, I think that, you know, the younger players really don't have a lot of fear that some of the other players might have. You know, they're still kind of bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, if you will. And, you know, I think that it's really nice to give these opportunities to these young players and see how they can do under the pressure.
Yeah, just checking this 3-ball does go. Is he going to play the combo? I think he is.
Well, wide there.
Yeah, the attempt was a little bit thin there from Shane. So we will hand over the table to Tom Cousins on stripes. And when you look at this layout here, you think that Tom will be very happy to come to the table with everything in the open and this to get his arm going. So shame there for Shane.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Tony, but Tom has won the last 2 events in Ultimate Pool.
He has indeed.
So, I mean, this has got to be...
Not only that, we've just come over from... We had a UK professional tour in Bolton, and the last one over there, and he won that as well.
Yeah, so 2 strong wins for Tom Cousins. He's obviously really gotten the format down. He loves this game. 0 nerves. He just kind of delivers.
Yeah, he's got really good temperament, so he doesn't get upset if he misses or if he loses. He's the first one, whenever he loses a match, to really congratulate his opponent. Never says, you know, never comes out with a silly excuse like, you know, it was too warm in there, or, you know, the pockets are the wrong shape, the balls are square, those sort of things.
Oh, we've heard it all. There's one thing
then
that,
some, Mike.
Yeah, if there's one thing that we're not short of is excuses at times.
No. Yeah, there are some players, they drag them around with them in a big box. So then goes the 8, and the first rack goes to Tom Cousins. Nothing, he just goes, sits there, maybe a little look to the sky, of how on earth have I missed that? But it never affects him.
And we're going to see the test of it here.
Let's
see the reaction here.
Yeah, little sort of, well, okay.
None whatsoever.
Well, he played that sort of cut break, so, you know, they always have a chance of bumping into balls.
You see, he clipped the 1 ball. He clipped the head ball on his way to that 2nd ball.
Yeah.
So I think it kind of threw him off a bit.
Well, a nice opportunity for Shane to quickly get back into this match.
Little traffic over there with the 4 ball in front of the side.
He could go in now off this 6 ball. Good Shane.
I think that's exactly what his plan is here.
Oh, that's a great shot.
Yeah, and things worked out really well for him there. Nothing ties up during the breakout. I think he's forced to go with the 2 ball here. A little tricky to navigate all those stripes in the center, but I think this young man might be up for the task.
doesn't want to be straight, and he is. Going to have to try and force an angle here at pace. Try and get that cue ball out of there, because you can't just run this in. It's on those shots, so tiny bit.
Looks like he's going to be drawing off that long rail. No, he missed it.
He tried to cheat the pocket there a bit because he was too straight.
Yeah, you know what it's like trying to force an issue.
Yeah. He made a mistake there on the shot before, Mike, where he left himself straight. He should have played that at pace. He would have guaranteed an angle, because he had a lot of area to work with. He could have come off that bottom rail and landed pretty much anywhere between the bottom rail and the spot.
Yeah, missed opportunity there for Shane and Tom Cousins.
You know what's happening? He's getting punished again.
Sometimes the game is cruel.
Well, it is, because what's happening is Shane is getting the first opportunity, taking away a good few balls out of the way, so he's leaving less traffic for Tom Cousins to navigate past. So he's actually leaving it easier than if Tom had first chance at the table.
Yeah, that is really the way that 8-ball goes. If you don't run them all, your opponent's in a massive advantage. And that's
He didn't want that kiss.
There.
He got too much English on that.
Yeah, he didn't want to bump that. Makes things a little tricky for the 15. I mean, it still goes in the side pocket, so he's just going to have to come up with a new plan. But something tells me Tom Cousins is going to figure this out.
You wouldn't bet against it, Mike.
Definitely not.
Well, he's got rid of both balls there.
He's landed nice here on the 9.
Yeah, it goes down the line.
He might just brush the 8-ball, but I think he's going to try to go forward and get on the 15 right after.
Do you know what I'd do here, Mike? I don't know if you did the same. I'll try and make the 9 down in the corner, then play the 12 across into the side pocket and just leave the bank. Just play the bank with the 15 into the side pocket.
We're going to find out exactly what he's thinking.
What he could do, he could actually play the 15 up into the top left as well.
Yeah, I think he'd want to go with that top left corner.
He's doing that.
Pocket's a bit bigger. But with the accuracy of Tom Cousins, I think it's really whatever he wants to do.
I never minded bank shots. If you had an opportunity, you got it very straight, and I don't think you can really miss it. And it's easy to have the cue ball onto the 8, but he's going to take this up into the top left corner now. Just runs this in very slowly.
It looks like he's going to travel across the table, play the 8 to the side. That's what he was indicating earlier. But he's hit it very soft and held the cue ball nicely.
8 ball for 2 racks to 0, and it is top cat Tom Cousins going back to his chair.
Perhaps in hindsight, maybe draw the ball, come off the long rail and come back out.
Yeah, that's a nice break there from Shane. Now then, young man. Balls are there again. He has another opportunity.
And so you can tell he's enjoying himself out there, Tony. But a couple of those mistakes, he knows that Tom Cousins isn't going to give him many chances.
Yeah, Tom's not really a generous person on the table. Lovely guy off the table, but he's a mean pool player.
And the results go hand in hand with that sentiment, Tony.
But this is great experience for Shane Petrick to mix it with someone like Tom on center stage here in Blue Springs, Kansas City, in the superb venue that is Side Pockets.
Yeah, the room is really beautiful here.
I love it.
Plenty of tables, and I'll tell you, you can tell that the owner of this venue really cares about the players, putting the arena lights on the tables.
Unbelievable. I'll tell you what, Bill, who is the owner, and his staff are absolutely fantastic. They really have looked after us very, very well indeed, and all the players. You know, they can't do enough for you. And that, unfortunately for Shane, was probably the worst shot he's played so far. That one was an unforced error.
Yeah, I saw him change his plan to go to the side with the 9. I would have liked him to still come to the bottom right corner, maybe just come off the right long rail. But hindsight is always 20/20.
Yeah.
And Top Cat with another opportunity for a run out. He really does control that cue ball well.
But once again, it's the same story, Mike. He's removed 3 stripes. All the solids in the middle of the table for Tom. It's just, and like you say, he does move the cue ball well. And you know he's always going to leave himself a shot.
Looks like he's going to attack the 2-ball here.
I think he's playing the 5, is he? Yeah.
Oh, that was deceiving. For me anyway, Tony.
Yeah, well, he only had sort of 2/3 of the pocket because of the 8 there, but because he was dead straight on it, he really couldn't miss it. So sometimes you'll see Tom think, well, while I'm here, I might as well just get rid of that one. It clears the path. And
yeah, now he's just trying to decide how to get on that 7-ball, I think. You know, the 9-ball creating an issue. I mean, he can play it up in the corner. And that was kind of the last thing to figure out here. Everything wide open now.
Yeah, well, he wants the 3-ball for last because that's going to be, he'll get right behind the 8 and play it up in the top left, Mike. So I kind of think he's going to go 2-1-6, leave the 3 to the end. And that's told me, isn't it? Because he's going to have to take, well, he's obviously played for the 3.
Everyone get your pad and your pen out. Take some
I preferred my path, it looked better. It was a whole lot prettier, I'll tell you what. That cue ball, is that just going to roll too far?
I'll tell you, if it has, I think we're going to see just a soft swerve shot.
If it has, it'll wish it had gone up to the 1 and the 6 instead of coming down for that 3-ball.
Perhaps Tom watches this back, says, hey, Tony, thanks for the advice.
Yeah.
But a bit late.
But no thanks. He's doing exactly what you were saying. He's going to have to slightly bend around this. Oh, how good a shot is that?
Fantastic. You know, he played a shot similar to that yesterday. Hit it super clean. And
yeah, he's got a lovely touch with the gentle shots.
Yes, he does. Perfect on the 8-ball. That's going to be 3-0 to Tom Cousins here. Perfect.
Yep, down goes the 8-3, racks to 0 now. Tom Cousins.
Much cleaner hit there. But nothing's going to fall.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see if he goes with that the next time he breaks. I think he'll change up. Craig Waddinger was hitting the head ball and making balls nearly every time. And it wasn't a massive slammer break. It was just a very clean hit and he got everything moving.
Yeah, technique really is the key to that. You know, you can see players break from the same position, hit the same ball, but the speed, the way they're contacting the cue ball, all of those are massive factors. And being able to repeat it. I'd like to say I like Declan's break the best so far. Really consistent. He's got that 8-ball moving towards the side every time.
Well, my favorite player with what I think has got the best break here is on later, and that's Jovan Bustamante. What a break he has.
I have yet to witness that, but looking forward to it.
It's the way he jumps into the cue ball. For some, his stance is very compact, and when you see it, Mike, you'll just. I dropped my jaw when I first saw it. I thought, wow, you know, how does he generate so much power? But it is a fantastic break.
A little of that Filipino magic, perhaps.
Yeah, great player, very good player indeed.
Tight shot here. All right, what are we doing here, Tony? Looks like he's forced to play the 4.
Yeah.
Maybe one rail and softly touch the 8-ball. Gonna take another look at this angle.
Yeah, he's got quite a bit of angle as well.
Just like that.
That's a lovely shot.
Great shot. Shane Petrick on his way to the first point of this match. And he would be following with the break.
If you want to be hypercritical, you could look at it. I mean, he could have been trying to take these balls out to be 4-0 up. Because he has had first opportunity every rack. And you feel this time, finally, Shane Petrick will take it. He's just brought the cue ball back a bit too far there. I would have liked the other angle just to draw up past the spot.
Yeah, so he's brought the 11 into play. Curious how he's going to hit this one. He avoids the 11.
Super.
Threads the needle. Perfect.
Super shot from Shane Petrick. And this 8 to finally get a rack against Cousins. In it goes, and that'll make him feel a whole lot better. Well, Shane's certainly got the better break today out of the two players, that's for sure. Makes a 3-ball down the bottom, and he's going to get a chance.
A little congestion at the top of the table here, but definitely an open shot to get things started. He's approaching the 10 ball.
Yeah, he has to take strikes, really. I mean, you look where the 6 ball is. If you went for solids, you got. Mind you could get it out off the 5 early doors, but
he's just got to work himself into a comfortable spot.
yeah, he's going to have to come down for that 11. I don't think he has a stripe available at the top that's clean. Yeah, and there you see, if he gets anywhere over at the right-hand side of the table, towards the right-hand side pocket, anywhere there, it's going to have a clear path at the 13 for a start, and he can then manoeuvre those stripes into position.
Yeah, he's looking for a line where he can bump the 6 ball out. And I think he's got a nice line here.
Yeah, this is it. The 13, if he can pitch the cue ball into the 6 and just kick it out the way of that 9 ball, he opens everything up.
And that's where fate kind of comes into play when you're moving things around, hoping that it doesn't tie something else up or block a pocket.
Yeah, don't want to be shy with this. Give it a bit of a firm strike. And how's that going to be for him? That's good. That's really good.
Absolutely perfect. I do like that he's looking at this 14 to the side, get a little further away from that congestion. Give himself some room to breathe.
Yeah, he takes these out now, and I'll tell you what, he'll be feeling on cloud 9, and he's back in this match. And considering that he could have been away and clear of Tom Cousins, he could have lapped him.
Well, at this point, it's a little bit of a catch-up game. But he seems like he's found his rhythm.
Yep, that's perfect. He has the angle to get back onto the 9 in the top right corner. You can see the 8 doesn't. It's got the whole room of the table to get onto the 8 ball.
Yeah, nice natural shot here.
It doesn't matter whichever angle you leave. If you leave it a little bit short, you can just cut the 9 in and bring the cue ball down the table to the 8. You roll this in. That's fine. Absolutely fine.
Simple.
Well, he's
9-8
15 years old, Mike, and he's showing some character. He
Absolutely.
Really is.
Yeah, he's definitely a motivated player.
A lot would have been down and out, having 3 chances and being three racks down. He's come back, he took the last one, and this is a break and run. He's certainly not scared. And in goes the 8.
There it is.
And that 3 racks to 2, Shane Petrick.
Looks much better.
Yeah, solid hit. A bit of congestion near the 8 ball though.
Yeah, this is definitely a better break than the first 2 we've seen from Tom Cousins. And I'll tell you, I'm not sure how aggressive he is, but I think he's going to have to take stripes here. Possibly the 14 off the backside of the 6 a bit later. He's also got a line for the 10 ball. He can come up into the 5 perhaps.
I think that's exactly what he's looking at. He's going to come into all this cluster from the 10.
Got to be careful here.
He is very aggressive, so he's not. But then he normally has backup plans, but that needed a bit of help.
It looks like he's hit the perfect window for that 15 to the top right corner.
He has. He really has. And that, you've got to say, is an element of luck, because he really didn't know exactly what was going to happen. He knew he could get into the pack.
He came into that cluster with a lot of pace. And it really just stalled the cue ball perfect for him.
Yeah, Lady Luck smiling on him there. He's come far enough now that he can make the 14 into the top.
Maintaining that almost stalker-esque type of pace at the table. Really doesn't seem like he's in a rush ever.
No. We always say it looks like somebody just going out for an afternoon stroll in the park. Just taking in the breeze, looking at the sunshine.
And things just got turned up to 11 as we're now into the 15-second shot clock portion of the match.
He's really good with the 15 seconds. He doesn't worry about the buzzer.
Nice line here.
Yeah, he just wants to make sure he's just slightly to the right side as we look at that 11 ball, so he can play the 8 in the bottom right. He doesn't want to be playing it the other way.
Let's see how that speed control is.
That's perfect. Absolutely bang on. He just sits now just past that diamond that's just below the left side pocket with a straight 8 ball into the corner. And there he is, look, just below it.
Perfect speed. This is going to put Tom Cousins up 4-2 with just about 9 minutes remaining in the match.
In goes the 8 ball. 4 racks of 2 for Cousins.
And they will become household names.
And that, I think, is the first dry break that Shane Petrick's had in this match.
Not a great time to have a dry break.
It's been a shame because Shane's had those early chances and, okay, made a couple of little errors. Then he's run out from Tom's dry break and then broken run himself and started to find his feet. And then he's just been shut out now and he can't get to the table. So I feel a little bit sorry there for Shane because I'm sure he's psyched and ready to get into it.
I'll tell you, a lot of players, especially younger players, they practice their runouts, kicks, banks, standard shots. But I think that, especially in a format like this, really have to take note of the break and how massively important it is.
Oh, huge. Oh.
Unreal.
Yeah, this is the thing. He does this so many times. When he's rushed, he doesn't look rushed, but he'll play a quick shot, but he'll still play it to the same high standard he plays a well thought out shot. Changed hands now, look. Ambidextrous. Do you know what? We went to Iowa 2 tournaments back. We got to the venue on the first night and I went in there with Craig Waddingham and Tom Cousins and they played for an hour each other with their wrong hand.
Wow.
And they were good. I sat there and went, what on earth are you doing? So I'll just like to have a little practice with the other hand in case.
Yeah, it's
about
just
an hour.
adding to the arsenal.
Both of them played each other for an hour with the wrong hand.
I mean, saves time for not having to get the bridge or put on an extension onto your cue.
I mean, look how close he leaves it. He just never, ever worries. Do you know what? I cannot remember him time fouling either. And the amount of times he plays a shot with 1 second is a lot.
And he's still taking the same steps as he approaches the shots. He's looking at his position.
So Tom Cousins now just these 2 balls and he will get on the hill. And he's really starting to shift through the gears. He drops that into the side pocket. Very well, it's the same 8 ball as the last rack, isn't it?
Just about, Tony.
It's in the same spot.
He said, well, it worked last time.
Yeah.
Might as well go with it again. We go 5-2.
5 racks of 2, Cousins on the hill.
See how this works for him.
Oh, 8 balls on the way. Ooh. Don't forget, if that 8 ball had gone in, he would have won the match. Thought for a second that the 3 ball might help it in, and it didn't. They just went across each other, but he is still at the table.
He calls touching ball.
And to be fair, it's probably over now anyway, just even with the time that's left on the match clock. because Tom's going to be, even if he doesn't take out this finish, which will obviously win the match if he did, there just would not be enough time, even with a golden break, for young Shane to get back in. That wasn't the greatest shot.
Yeah, perhaps just a little lax on the delivery.
Might see Tom use his extension here, run another 25 seconds off the clock. No. This time, the rush shot doesn't work out for him. So Shane Petrick, got to get his skates on. He's going to have to take out a very quick finish here.
If I were Shane, I'd be shooting almost 6-ball run-out speed. Going to need to use every second here.
Sorry.
He still looks focused as ever, though. I mean, really, when you're given an opportunity like this, and again, at just 15 years old, you really just have to make the most of it and do what you do.
You see his chalk fall on the floor. There is a slope on the side of that table in New Brunswick. You put it too near the edge, it would just drop on the deck.
It is a pretty
it's
table,
got again
though.
the chalk.
It is a pretty table, though, Tony.
Oh, it's a lovely table. It really is. Brunswick certainly done a very good job with it.
And that was a little outside, we'll call it. But Shane's going to have to come with something special here.
Cue ball into the 8, tried to make the 1 in the corner.
Good effort. Not a terrible result. Tom Cousins going to be right on top of this 8-ball. But you have to like him to finish the table. Any open shot is usually just what he's looking for. And he doesn't get it to fall. 6-ball still troublesome. I think we're going to see a big stroke here from Shane. And he goes all defense. I don't think I can agree with that one, Tony.
No.
Too many opportunities for Tom to get out.
And it's going to be a very interesting match later on when you feel that Tom Cousins will get through, because he's going to be playing his buddy Craig Waddingham this evening in the very first quarterfinal.
And we spoke too soon, Tony, as Tom Cousins opens up the 6-ball for Shane and gives him an opportunity to get another point up.
The problem is Tom still has another break, even if Shane could get this one, run the next one very quickly, will get a golden. But I think he needs a golden break as well on his next break shots. He needs to take these.
Yeah, really about time management right now. He's got to be able to finish these tables quickly.
It's going to go in the corner. He's
Little
intended to
fluke.
knock it in the corner. Oh.
I mean, they had a chance there. And with just over 2 minutes remaining, it's looking like Tom Cousins is going to seal the deal. I think he'll move the 10-ball here.
I think he might make the 1 here as well. Didn't quite get the 1, but he's done enough to open up a 10. And this goes in, and that'll be the end. Well, he's put up a good fight, Shane Petrick, and he's took out a couple of nice finishes. He'll still be probably a little bit disappointed he didn't finish 1 or 2 of the earlier frames right at the start. But he's been in the arena with one of the very, very best. His Cousins overruns the cue ball just a tad, but this 8-ball for the match.
I wouldn't bet against him here, Tony. Center pocket.
Never in
looks
doubt.
good.
And it is Tom Cousins who will go through to the quarterfinals. He will be playing later tonight against Craig Waddingham, his good friend and travel buddy. When we come back, Simon Webb will have a little chat with Top Cap.
Tom, congratulations. A nice solid performance, nice solid victory there. Pleased to get going?
Yeah, obviously it's good to get the first win in the first match. So yeah, happy with the way I played. Played one or two miss error, positional shots, but apart from that, all good.
You're playing an awful lot of this version of the game now. Is it getting easier to transition over, and are you picking it up quicker every single time, just getting the feel and the touch as tight as you normally would?
Yeah, definitely. But obviously, this is a busy club. We couldn't get a practice yesterday, apart from half an hour maybe. So give me tomorrow, and I might be where I need to be.
Well, the shootout finishes tonight, so I guess that might be a problem. But I guess with that in mind, if you keep going round by round, you feel like you're going to improve and kind of hit the heights at the right time, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. You know what it's like, so one or two more matches, hopefully on air tonight, and just get going.
I want to quickly ask you about the kind of the environment and the fact we're playing on a match clock and the shot clock. In terms of when you first started playing Ultimate Pool all those years ago, it felt like it took you a little bit of time, but we saw you win that title against Declan Brennan a week or so ago over in England, and the comfort level you seem to have now at 15 seconds a shot and at the end of matches, it just looks like you've really kind of embraced it. And is it just taken time for you to get to that point, and it just now looks natural for you?
Yeah, obviously, when I first come over, it's something major to get used to, but this is what we play day in, day out. Not obviously we don't practice it, but every event we have this, so yeah, just get used to it.
Well, congratulations on another very good performance. Look forward to seeing you back out here later on this evening.